I think it helps in two ways. One is that it shows that presidents don't have to bargain to get a lot of what they want. Now, obviously, there are things that presidents have to bargain. No president can come into office and, implement sweeping healthcare reform without Congress. I mean, in that sense, the separation of powers really does impose some constraints. But within a sphere of somewhat ambiguous powers, the president does have the authority to impose their preferences, to move the status quo, and leave it up to the courts or to Congress to undo it. And you see that time and time again. It doesn't matter whether it's a contemporary Republican president. It doesn't matter if it's a Whig president from the 1830s. It doesn't matter if it's John Adams with his midnight appointments in 1800. It's a common theme that all presidents engage in, and understanding that, I think, tells us something important, and it really, I think, meshes with the way that presidents and their staffs think about it. The pressure to do so stems from the nature of the office, which is the president is the only nationally elected figure, and the framers opted for a single president as opposed to a council precisely to enhance that accountability. And so even taking George Washington's term, first president, he knew that everything that he did was going to be precedent setting. He issues the Neutrality Proclamation in 1793, declaring that a state of peace exists between the United States and France, and or a state of peace exists in the war between Great Britain and France, and that's U.S. policy. And many of the Jeffersonians thought that was an egregious overreach, claiming that Congress has the power to declare war, and that what the president does has usurped that in a back doorway by declaring that a state of peace exists. And so in 1793, you had Madison and Hamilton, who 5 years earlier had collaborated on the Federalist Papers, engaging in this public debate about whether Washington had the constitutional authority to do that. In every president, you find examples of unilateral action. James Monroe with the Monroe Doctrine, Lincoln, of course, with the actions taken in the spring of 1861. I can't rattle off examples from every president, but you will indeed find them in every president. And it has to do with the incentives of the office, the pressures of the office, and the fact that even before the advent of modern mass media technologies, that accountability still stopped with the president.